My dreams and aspiration for a better engineering faculty do not start on a whim. Yes, I have no track record of being a part of any ULES or departmental society. Just as everyone, I know the frustration of not being able to do anything. I am not trying to belittle the efforts my previous ESCOs have put into place. In fact, I actually commend them for all they've done. It takes courage, determination, and sheer will to step up into a position of leadership. However, the sad truth is that not many people know about the systems put into place to ensure change and progress. In this light, I would like to formally introduce myself as the ULES 21 presidential candidate. I am Anozie Daniel, and my manifesto reads as follows. We're all aware of the condition our classrooms and learning environments are in. I cannot proceed beyond the boundaries of the Presidential Office of ULES. However, I can identify the areas within the engineering environment that require prompt attention and ensure that these issues are adequately attended to and solved. Now, some of you may ask, how do I intend on doing this? With the help of other representatives of power within the engineering society, which of course includes current ESCOs, I am providing a means to optimize already existing conditions to facilitate a conducive learning environment for the engineering students. I and my fellow ESCOs intend to create a task force whose primary goal is to carry out routine checks to identify these equipments and facilities that aren't meeting standards. When these facilities have been identified, I intend on escalating the matter to the appropriate bodies so that they are attended to in due time. Have you ever experienced difficulty getting your complaints rectified, even after going through all the necessary requirements? Now, this is an active problem with students where they have to suffer the consequences of delayed responsiveness to their complaints. In a bid to manage the issue of prompt complaint resolution, I intend to create a network between engineering students and the responsible authorities in charge of student welfare, to include the welfare secretary at departmental levels and class representatives that would relay these complaints to the involved parties, CITS, Senate, and the DSA. I am simply trying to propagate a proper escalation of students' complaints to the appropriate authorities and ensure swift responsiveness and attention to our complaints to eliminate student frustration and costly losses associated. Have you ever experienced difficulty contacting a lecturer or assistant lecturer to lodge a complaint or seek answers to existing questions? We are used to waiting on each lecture in order to interact with the teaching staff. Oftentimes when we get the opportunity to interact with said teaching staff, we are still left with unanswered questions. I have experienced the pain of lack of audience when it is needed, or when it was needed. Therefore, I am proposing a means to create an effective and more fluid interaction between engineering students and our lecturers. Now, how can I make this happen? A simple directory including the official email addresses supplied by our distinguished lecturers themselves, where students can send in their inquiries and complaints on a one-on-one basis. This way, you are in touch with your lecturer when the situation presents itself. Imagine not having to chase around the lecturer from his office to the lab or to wherever he is, when you can just send him a mail. That way it's kind of interactive and saves us a lot of stress when we want to deal with our complaints. Are you a fan or benefactor of extracurricular activities? Well, my administration seeks to continue and improve the existing incentives established by previous ESCOs and representatives. For example, the ULES tutorials have served as a means to supplement the in-class experience and aid the overall performances of engineering students. Other examples of innovative incentives include the Engineering Career Expo, ECX, PAADC, etc. I am determined to ensure the logistics and reliability of these incentives are sufficient to reach the aforementioned goal. In summary, all candidates, whether at the faculty or departmental level, have all outlined their goals for the engineering society. As president, I am going to make certain that I work hand in hand with all representatives to ensure that all aspects of student living, from academic to leisure, are seamlessly synchronized and effectively implemented. Let's keep moving forward. Keep moving forward.